What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
I'm Pete.
It's late night hours, so I got to get like Aaron Glenn and start running up and down the sideline to get hyped up for the best episode of the Ball Game Podcast's history from this point going forward. I mean, come on, every single episode is the best one ever. But
This is the best episode in ball game history.
And I wonder why. I'm sure by now, if you haven't already noticed, there are multiple new items on the set.
Dean is gone.
Dean is gone.
We got a new item on the set right here.
The best item that we ever could have asked for.
Let's go, baby.
But then the second best item that I could have ever asked for right there is that New York Giants Eli Manning, Mario Manningham Super Bowl 46 signed helmet. And then on the other side of things, do you got it, Pete?
You're good. Go ahead.
Yeah,
We have Peyton Manning signed helmet from the Indianapolis Colts. So not only do we have the Giants and Eli, but we also have Peyton on the other side. And thank you, Trace and Chase. Thank you to everyone over there. Thank you to Danny. Thank you to all the boys. You guys were great. We had an event this weekend with them. They put on an absolute show. They had a bunch of athletes over there. Odell, Golden Tate, Kyle Rudolph, Michael Rubin showed up. Not an athlete, but, you know, I mean, pretty well-known dude.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Cat. Oh, my God. How could I forget? So, yeah, it was a great time. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And like I said, you guys put on an absolute show. It was unbelievable. So
Oh, yeah.
you got to really.
No, make sure you guys go check out Trace and Chase. And if you're in the Jersey area, check out Rip Hamilton Rips. If you guys are into sports cards, sports memorabilia, they're doing their thing over there, man. Odell was pretty cool. I asked Odell if he'd be doing podcast appearances. He said, nah, but I'm trying to run some pool.
Gotta shoot. Shooters gotta shoot, man.
That's it, bro.
Gotta shoot your shot. Wow. I fist bumped Cat. That was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, after all that. Nah, I thought Kyle Rudolph was super humble, dude.
Awesome guy.
yeah.
He was so nonchalant.
Yeah. No, he was awesome, bro. And Golden Tate, super humble as well. He was like a lot of fun. He was very involved in like ripping the cards and stuff. And nobody said no to a picture there. Everybody was super friendly. And like, yeah, it's not many times you get the opportunity to be in a room full of all those guys and like it'd be so personable, such a personable experience. So like, yeah, definitely blessed. Shout out to Trace and Chase. That shit was
Shout
Shout out to
Yeah.
Danny, too.
Shout out to
Yes.
Danny.
Danny's
Danny
the man.
in the room with all those athletes and celebrities, and
Yeah.
he was a star of the show.
He really
Hell yeah.
was.
Shout out my guy, man.
His
Put
camera
on a-
presence is unbelievable.
Yeah, put on
Absolutely.
an absolute clinic, man. We'll get a pod with Danny one of these days
Yeah.
soon.
He said
Danny,
he's coming on. He told me when I was leaving. He said I'm coming on the pod soon.
He
Yeah.
did.
Hell yeah,
and
man.
There we go, bro.
He was very quick to
Anytime.
mention his Panthers, and then the Panthers went on to have their best performance right after Danny had a masterclass of a performance. So
Yep.
it's almost
He's a
like
Panthers fan.
he is.
Yeah,
He's a
he's-
Panthers fan.
he flew to Carolina.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has season tickets.
Really?
He flew out after. Yeah.
Good for him.
I was just on the phone with him. He was telling me, he's like, bro, like I'm so fucking exhausted right now. Like this has been the craziest weekend of my life. So
Yeah.
Good for
shout
him.
out Danny, man.
Way
What
to
a
cap
freaking-
off an awesome weekend for him. 30-0 shutout for the Panthers.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to cap off an awesome weekend for me, man, because
Yeah.
my legacy needed that Panthers win because in our pick'em, I had picked the Panthers, and my
Only
legacy.
one, right? Only one of all of us that picked
Dean
it.
also picked the Panthers. Me and Dean coincided with a lot of picks this weekend, but I'm pretty sure I'm the week 3 pick'em champ. So I needed that because I was in last place. But as you guys see,
There it is.
the winner of our pick'em gets this beautiful ball game pick'em championship belt via Trophy Smack. Shout out to our guys and ladies.
And ladies.
Yes, our guys and ladies, our friends over at the Trophy Smack spot hooked us up with this belt, hooked us up with some other memorabilia that you guys will see as time goes on. So if you guys want any, trophies, belts, chains, all that fun stuff for your fantasy leagues, go check out Trophy Smack and use code BALLGAME10.
Yep,
Get 10%
there it
off
is.
your order. So
Yeah, be sure to do that. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are big-time fantasy football fans. We obviously are big-time fantasy football fans. But even if you just want to make it a competitive pick'em for the year, go ahead and buy one of these. Buy a winner chain that you guys are going to see real soon, or a loser chain. If someone comes in last in your fantasy football league, go ahead and punish them with a loser chain and make them go do something embarrassing. So
It's great for fantasy leagues because, like, if you have 10 or 12 people, everyone throws in $5 and you get an awesome belt or a chain or something. And it's, an extra piece of motivation, adds to the bragging rights aspect of it all. So definitely go check them out.
It really does, bro. Like, it just adds to the whole experience. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool to get Zeld a couple bucks at the end of the season, but, like, getting, like, an actual item is,
that you could shove in somebody's face.
Right.
or just stare at every night before you go to bed when it's on your nightstand. Pretty fucking cool, you know? Yeah. The wearing a loser chain, staying on the corner, begging for change might be a pretty funny one.
That would be a great punishment.
Until you get your league due.
It'll just be funny because it makes no sense. It's like, how'd you get that chain?
It's a great punishment, honestly. You have someone stand on the corner till they get the amount to pay for the league.
To pay for the buy-in?
To pay for the buy-in of the league, yes.
No
That'd be a great... That too, yeah, we could do that too. But I know for sure if I end up winning the Pick'em Trophy, that belt, that beautiful belt right there, will be right around my waist on that final podcast episode of the season. So I'm sure any one of you will do the same thing, rub it in our faces, and you guys could do the same thing by using code BALLGAME10 on trophies.
What's the size waist on that, John?
It's adjustable.
Yeah.
Very adjustable.
Yeah, and also it's actually like a really like heavy belt. Like this isn't like they don't cheap out. Like this is. I was trying to pick it up before with like 2 fingers and like couldn't because it's like actually that heavy. So shout out you guys for not like cheaping out on it. This is like a quality piece of memorabilia. Like this is fire. I'm pleased with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You were just talking about heavy objects, and look, every single team is trying to lift one heavy object at the end of the season. And the Detroit Lions tonight got one step closer to doing exactly that by putting on quite the performance on Monday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens. Final score of 38-31 or 38-30 because the Ravens didn't get their 2-point conversion. But we had that on in the back over there behind all the cameras all the way on the other side of the room where we used to record. So we were watching that game, and of course afterwards we wanted to give our immediate reactions on that. So the Detroit Lions put on one hell of a performance, made a statement. The Detroit Lions may be back. They might be back. They are not going back to their poverty ways. It's the brand new Detroit Lions. And what are our immediate takeaways from quite the victory and a statement win on Monday Night Football? Chris, what do you got?
So you mentioned the brand new Detroit Lions. I think the complete opposite. I think this is the same old Detroit Lions. I think we saw a vintage performance from Jared Goff and company, and the Dan Campbell way, it was predicated on the run game. David Montgomery had by far his best game of the season, maybe his best game of his career, rushing for 150 yards on 12 carries.
Holy cow.
70-yard run really carried him there, but he had, like a 50-yarder at the end there to get into the end zone.
Also, look at his receiving yards. I think he had a decent amount of receptions.
13.
I think he had one catch.
1 for 13.
Oh, it was one nice run, I remember.
1 for 13. You take that. No, but predicated on the run game, the play action game, opening up shots down the middle of the field for Amon-Ra, and then saw a little trickery there too, a little flea flicker action, the play in the red zone where it was like kind of like an option, but they handed it to Amon-Ra and then he pitched it out to Gibbs. So you saw a little of the Ben Johnson trickery there.
Yeah.
And then the defense for the Lions was on absolute fire, sacking Lamar 6 times. So it was a C4 just hit my belly a little bit.
Came back to say hello.
The strongest nose I've ever seen in my life.
I've never seen it.
It's impressive.
But complete win from the Lions, statement win. Told everyone like we're here, we're the same old Lions, and we're here to stay. So very, very impressive win on the road too.
Yeah, man, they were pretty heavy underdogs in this too. They were plus 4.5, and like you said, this defense put on a clinic today. Kelvin Shepard is moving me, man. That guy is fired up all the time. Every time that defense makes a play, he's back. He's all over the place. He's got so much energy. Aiden Hutchinson seems all the way back. I mean, he had that phenomenal punch out on Derrick Henry to give him his 3rd fumble of the season. And just overall, I mean, Lamar Jackson couldn't go anywhere tonight. 7 carries for 35 yards, which just not impressive for Lamar, you know? Like 5 yards a carry sounds good, but I mean, he had a spy on him all the time. Every time he tried to escape that pocket, you mentioned they got 6 sacks on him. And Derrick Henry, 12 carries for 50 yards. I mentioned the fumble. He had that 28-yard touchdown, and then really didn't do anything outside of that. So they did a terrific job of containing this amazing rushing offense. And through the air, we saw Lamar. You said it the entire, like, there's just no way nothing's open. But for the most part, stuff just wasn't open. So defense put on a clinic. The rushing offense was back. This was Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Detroit Lion football. So this was really impressive.
Yeah. So overall, like what Chris said, I feel like it's not like, are the Lions back? I think this is what was in store for them in this season. And I know my pick'em said otherwise, taking the Ravens, but who could kind of blame you after the past 2 weeks to not take such a dominant team? But I'm glad they proved me wrong. I was on the phone with Tom before, talking about random things, and I'm like, I love to be proven wrong sometimes, and I'm happy to see the Lions prove me wrong because
What was the context of the conversation? Like,
Was this said or is this a LeBron
No,
moment?
this is 100. He actually did say
I
this.
100% believe it was said, but I would like to know, like, what was the context? What did you like being proven wrong about?
no, it was completely a personal thing.
No, but like,
no, it was completely personal.
but like,
so,
but you said it on the camera. Like.
Completely personal. It's totally
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You're fine.
so, but
Nah. Is it
It's
that
okay.
personal?
yeah.
All right,
So,
fine.
yeah, and if there's any team that could prove me wrong, I'm happy with the Lions. I love the Lions. I think that this is kind of them back on a road to where they were last year. And I hope more respect is put on their name moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big lion guy, to be fair.
Big Lion guy.
Yeah, I love
big
the
lion
Lions,
guy.
bro.
Let us hear you roar.
Give us your best
You guys
roar,
just
brother.
put me on blast.
We're not moving on. We're not moving on until you roar.
All right, you do have to roar, though, to be
Roar,
fair.
feel the roar.
I
Thanks.
I don't have the voice memos. I know some people here have the voice memos of you giving your best, like, growl.
No.
In the
I think
woods.
you're thinking, no. That's me and Tom.
Yeah.
Tom was the bear.
Tom was the bear.
I was
you?
the bear. Yeah, I was the bear.
Shit, got it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you were the one that was running away from the
That
bear.
was
Yeah.
I was screaming
Fantastic.
for my life, yeah.
That was
Yes.
fantastic.
Do you want to
That
reenact
was
it right
terrible.
now? Yeah. But
Yeah.
It was pouring rain, bro. They're screaming in the back of my car. We're in PA. It's dark out. I'm
no
just at the
street
wheel
lights.
like this, bro.
after hibachi.
Yeah, we get told that there's a bear near the house we're staying, so naturally me and Pete we're like, yo, let's fake a bear attack.
Sent the voice memo.
Oh,
You reenact it really quick, like low key. All right, ready? All right, feel the roar. Do the roar.
Oh,
No.
I was in the back of the car going like this.
Yeah,
too.
Tom got
Like
so
any-
into
like
it.
anyone
He started
can
going like this.
like anyone can see me.
Like anyone can see the voice memo.
Oh man,
Shit.
I was a couple sake bombs in too, so
Yeah.
it was good.
No, it was good, and I've been roaring all night. You know.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
bro, your drawers can't
Nah.
be clean.
You've
they're
been
clean.
roaring all night, bro.
I have, bro. Yeah.
They've been aggressive. Like, you guys don't even get to hear what has happened.
You don't
so
know what
far
we've been
throughout the
trapped
night.
down here in this
Yeah.
basement with.
Dude,
Yeah.
like,
Matty J's been roaring all night. And, yeah. Yeah.
nah, all in all, back to the game. Jesus Christ, Pete, stop.
Stop what?
I
didn't
thought
even
you
do
ripped
anything.
again.
No, that was actually you leaning back.
No, I didn't move.
The couch cracked.
Another couch. Here we go. But yeah, no. All in all, in this game, I was super impressed by the Lions' defense more than anything else. I mean, it was great to see Aiden Hutchinson look like Aiden Hutchinson again. That was my biggest takeaway from this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked awesome. He beat 3 guys on one of the plays that we were watching. I was like, that was just a great rush. And then sure enough, they show the replay and he beats a left tackle, a chip, and then a running back come up and try to chip him as well. So it was unbelievable from him, and I'm super happy to see that him coming off that big injury last year. It was one of the most nasty, disgusting injuries you'll ever see.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Mark Andrews. Mark fucking Andrews hates the first 2 weeks of the football season.
Hates him.
And then week 3 something gets into him and he's back. I don't know what it is. I don't understand.
We all saw it coming. Like, we did, and we don't want to admit it, but we did. And we also don't want to admit that we probably all benched him this week. I mean, I benched him to start Tucker Kraft. Didn't work in my favor. I almost honestly dropped Mark Andrews in the league like I did last year because I was just like, let me just pick up somebody else on the waivers, like Trey Tucker or something this week. And luckily I didn't. You know what I mean? Also, you know that the defense is really locking up with your receivers when most of your targets are to your tight end.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that Lamar was 21 for 27 with 288 and 3 tugs, and it was a pretty mediocre Lamar game.
Yeah.
Today? He had
Yes.
288 receiving.
Yeah, 288 and
passing
3
yards.
touchdowns.
Some of the
Yes.
throws he made were like just perfect too. Like he was on the money with a lot of his throws. But like you said, it seemed
felt
like an
they
underwhelming.
had him like frazzled in the
Yeah.
pocket a little
But
bit. Which
this is why I love Lions football. It's a high-scoring game on usually both sides of the ball, and you're gonna see stats like that.
but they don't break.
But
They
but
may
no
bend, but
Yeah.
they don't break.
So, I don't know. I think it was a fun game to watch, to say the least. And this isn't like the end for the Ravens or anything. Like,
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
are you guys concerned at all about
No.
the Ravens being 1 and 2?
absolutely not.
The
I'm not at
Ravens
all.
have gotten off to slow starts in the past.
Yeah.
So not
I'm
really.
I'm a little concerned about their defense, but
I am as well.
Yeah.
the thing is, the same thing happened last year, and then down the stretch of the
Yeah.
season, they turned into one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah.
Granted, Namadi Matabike went on IR today, so that definitely doesn't help. He has a neck injury. But, I mean, I don't know. You got to figure it out. And the defense hasn't looked good again through 3 weeks. And you're 1 and 2, and your offense is averaging like 38 points per game right now through the first 3 weeks. That's
Pretty crazy, bro.
pretty nuts. So
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I'm not concerned. You should be a little concerned, but I think they'll get it right.
Right,
They
like,
did
I
last
mean,
year.
I agree.
They're obviously going to make the playoffs. They'll probably win the division. They'll probably win a playoff game. But when you talk about the Ravens, we're talking about Super Bowl aspirations.
Right.
And thus far, I don't think they've really looked like a Super Bowl team. They've kind of looked like same old Ravens. I feel like we expected the squad to take a step forward to combine the excellent defense from 2 years ago and the back half of last year with the excellent offense from last year. And you haven't really seen the combination. It feels like when the offense has been on, the defense has been off, and vice versa. So I feel like we haven't really seen that. I
They
mean,
never get it
last
together.
week, I guess, but like it's versus the Browns. Who really cares?
They generated zero pressure tonight on Goff.
mean-
Don't
so-
sleep on the Browns, bro.
Look, we're also forgetting, not forgetting, but we're just not mentioning that the Lions, like, really stopped the run game, which is obviously the Ravens' number one weapon.
Yeah.
So only because I had a parlay, I realized this. Derrick
Naturally.
Henry.
You had a million different things.
Yeah, I
in tonight,
did.
by the
Yeah,
way.
you should tell me. Derrick Henry
They didn't hit.
had no, they didn't. Derrick Henry had 36 yards up until he had 36 yards
In the first quarter, right?
in the first quarter with 5 minutes left. Like, that's when he got his 36 yards. Then he only had 14 more rushing yards up until the
For the remainder of
What
the
was-
game.
Did he have
For the rest
50
of
for
the
the
game.
remainder of the
Finish
game.
with 50.
So 14 yards and
A
three and a
fumble.
half quarters. You're getting a fumble, 3 opportunities to punch in for a second touchdown. You get stuffed every single time.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
they
I love
figured it out.
doing this exercise when you take away the longest run. So Derrick Henry had 12 carries for 50. His long was 28. So he had take
11
that
for
away.
22.
11 for 22.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
It's a bad
So-
week last week too. I mean, it was Browns'
Yeah.
defensive front is apparently the best of all time. But
Yep.
Dude.
This game genuinely came down to stopping the Derrick Henry run.
yeah,
That's really what it came down to. And also, obviously, the Ravens' defense letting up that many points. But let's be fair, the Lions let up a lot of points to the Ravens too. Not as many,
I mean,
but
yeah, they
still
gave
a
up 30
significant
to
amount.
No,
themselves.
100%. They were moving
know?
the ball
Yeah.
through the air, but
Yeah.
the Lions got some timely stops down in the
For
red
sure.
zone. They were bending and not breaking, man.
That's
For
it,
sure.
bro. Yeah.
Also,
Impressive.
all the credit in the world to the new Lions offensive coordinator. I mean, after
Both
week one.
coordinators.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after week one, they were calling for
They
his
just went
job
and got
already.
the same guys.
People were calling for their job already. Like, and then he gets in his bag in week 2 and week 3, and here we are. We're back to the same old Detroit Lions. So.
Yeah. I was going to say, a lot of people were so scared about Ben Johnson. not being there for the Lions, and it's like this is the reality of it. Yes, you're losing a very a top coach in the league to your team, but you're forgetting there's a lot of other coaches out there, and a lot of people say they can't do it the Ben Johnson way, but dude, when you have that much raw talent on the team, you can find another coach, bro. It's not the end of the world.
Not always that easy, but
It's not that easy, but you can find another coach,
Talent wins
especially
out.
if you have the talent like that. And that's what we're gonna see form in the season. I mean, it's only week 3, bro. By week 4, I mean, I think we'll see another dominant performance next week for the Lions. I
I think
really
they're
wouldn't be
all the way
surprised.
back.
You watch a game like this against the Ravens,
Yeah, I was gonna
bro,
say, how can you not? Like,
they're back, bro. I mean, until proven otherwise, yeah, they're back, man.
Completely agree.
I'm
Yeah.
with them. Yeah,
Take my L on that one for now.
they get that.
definitely
yeah.
agree.
They
yeah.
get that tough Browns defensive front next week. So
Don't sleep on the Browns.
the Browns are an annoying team to play this year.
Their
Annoying is a good way to put
Defense
it.
might be the best in the league.
Yeah.
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 I was thinking about this today, actually. I didn't mention it when we were going through like the rundown for today's show, but I'll pose it now since it came up. We're good on the Lions and right.
I think we're good.
We could just
Has
start.
an all-time great player like Myles Garrett, has a prime like that been wasted the way it has been over the past 10 years?
I'd say J.J. Watt is.
I was gonna say JJ's the closest,
They were
but
a perennial playoff team, though. Like, they were in the playoffs a good amount of times.
Were they? How many times did J.J.?
they hit. They
I mean,
started
they
getting to
made
the
it-
playoffs.
They made it a few times before Deshaun.
with Schaub
and
early.
and then with Deshaun, they were in there.
But what was it? 3 years with Deshaun? 4 years with Deshaun?
I don't know the timeline,
But what did they like? Miles and the
They were
Browns,
in the
what'd they
playoffs
do
more than-
twice.
He made the playoffs
Twice?
5 times with the Texans.
right. So
I mean, half of his career there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a like that's a
no,
massive
it's
waste.
definitely a waste. But like Myles Garrett has made the playoffs twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
The second time he made it, they were a poverty playoff team. They were a Make-A-Wish playoff team.
yeah. Who
Darrell
else?
Revis. But then he went to the Patriots.
He got a ring.
He did. With the Jets.
But
though.
not in his prime.
Just
obviously,
thinking
yeah.
about it, like
It's a
Myles
good
Garrett's
question.
a one man. Like he's like obviously the Browns have a ton of talent on defense. Love their secondary, Ward, Delpit, Newsome, all those guys.
Yeah.
The linebacker kid they drafted from UCLA.
Oh my God,
Schwarzinger-
Carson Schwessinger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Demon. Like they have a good unit, but like Myles Garrett is a single man wrecking crew,
Sure.
and it's just like, damn. Like imagine you put him on a team that has had a competent offense
Oh yeah.
Yes.
one time in his career. The one time they had a semblance of it with Baker, they were in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They won a playoff game.
yeah.
I mean,
just like, damn, bro. I need a chance to get out of there this year.
He
too,
did.
bro.
And he
I mean,
stayed-
get your bag.
got a
but,
ton
like,
of money.
Yeah,
so
get your bag.
40
but-
M's at somebody.
If,
It's a little hard to say no, but
If Baker's is on the if Baker is on the Browns,
Oh my God, changed his life for them.
oh my
change
God, they're
everything?
Super Bowl contenders.
Their offense is lacking outside of the quarterback position.
I mean, they do have Jerry Judy, Quinshon Judkins now, who's obviously showing that he could play
Yeah, I
ball.
don't know.
Jerry
Judkins
Judy.
looks
Jerry
legit,
Judy's your wide
bro.
receiver one. It's just
Yeah,
can
I
say
don't
that
know.
all you
Baker
want.
makes
It's
them
just-
Super Bowl contenders. It helps them immensely, but Super Bowl contenders might
Yeah.
be switched.
Big, man.
David Njoku, and then
I
mean, the list
Njoku,
kinda goes down
Bannon,
from
Judy,
there.
Cedric Tillman. Like, that's.
Cedric Tillman's
And then
one.
Judkins
fell
looked
off over
awesome.
the past few years.
Judkins
Their
looked
O-line-
awesome.
that?
though, first.
Their O-line's fallen off over the past.
It's
few
been
years,
good
yeah.
so far this season, I think.
So-
it was good last week at least.
It's
But-
kind of funny because the Browns are reminding me of like the Jets in the last 5 years, pretty much.
I mean, the Browns are reminding me
Elite
of the
defense.
Browns.
Yeah.
No, but the defense part, like how strong the defense is right now. It's reminding me of how the Jets were. The Jets defense has always been super, super good. This year, not so much on ranking wise, but historically, the last 5 years they've been above average. But they just can't figure out the offense.
God
I feel like
awful on offense
yeah.
every year.
It's just like when Donald got to the Super Bowl, he got the chance to make that premier play
Yeah.
to stamp his legacy. Vaughn, when he got to the bowl, got a chance to make a premier play to stamp his legacy. Chris
Maybe
Jones
Chris
has
Jones, yeah, I was gonna say.
numerous plays in big moments. It's like, damn, like Myles Garrett's, he's going to go down as an all-time great. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
one of the best of this generation, if not the best.
Spider.
Yo, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Where?
Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I just clapped.
clap him, clap him.
Oh,
Wait, he's just floating, bro.
dude.
I don't even see this guy.
Oh, ooh, oh my God,
Wow.
that was crazy.
Show the camera, Spider.
Wow.
God, bro.
I was gonna say I do think if Baker was with this team, they're a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, I think that might be pushing it, but I see
Super
where you're
Bowl's
coming
crazy,
from.
but-
yeah.
That defense is the best defense in the league. Joe Flacco has been fucking ass. Like,
Yo, bro, you've said like 7 different teams are the best defense in the league in the past like 5 weeks.
Land somewhere.
yeah, I'm gonna land on them. I'm gonna say that the Cleveland Browns are the best defense in the NFL.
Over
Then
the
next
Packers?
week it'll be someone else.
It's the Packers and the Browns, the top 2, but the Browns are the best. I mean, Myles Garrett is
No, they're up
the
there.
singular best defensive player in the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean the score definitely reflected that the Browns and the Packers are clearly
That's
the best
definitely
defense in the
true,
league.
yeah.
I would that game, watching it fully and full through as a Browns or a Packers fan must have been very boring to watch.
Well, watching that as a football fan must have been the worst thing
Yeah,
ever.
right,
If
as a
you
fan,
went back
yes.
and watched it, I am sorry for you. I don't know why you'd put yourself through that
Yeah.
torture.
Thank God for Red Zone. Thanks, Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen.
That's not the right guy,
Scott
bro.
Hansen, brother.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah. Well, so yesterday we popped out to a really fun event.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday, in prime time, Russell Wilson and the New York Giants went up against the winless Kansas City Chiefs with their season on the line.
Yeah.
And our good friend Matt Sullivan said the headlines today would read, "The dynasty is over. The Chiefs' kingdom has collapsed."
Yeah.
But it was much of the opposite because the Giants' kingdom has collapsed.
There was
20
no kingdom.
22-9,
The
Chiefs
village.
get it done. Tyquan Thornton cements himself as a top receiver in the league, top deep threat in the league. Russell Wilson cements himself as going to the bench, and Matt Sullivan's gonna just give me my money. Yeah, yeah, bozo.
I gotta stop being baited on
do
these
it.
things, man. I really do. I just gotta give the money to FanDuel at this
No.
point and not my friends, because I don't like when my friends make fun of me for
Look,
it.
You
look,
do it to yourself, bro.
I do, no, 100%.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
yo, I can fully respect you taking the Giants. Wait, everybody, before everybody jumps on me. Pause. I can fully respect it for a single statistical reason. 66 point something percent, so let's just round it up to 67% of 0-2 home dogs win their game. And when I was looking at that spread of those 5 teams who were 0-2 home dogs, I saw the Giants, who never lost a home game to the Chiefs, as a clear contender to meet that 67%. With that being said, I cannot blame you for hammering that as a Giants fan, but it's the Chiefs dynasty, brother. They did what they did.
It's Chiefs Dynasty, brother.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the Chiefs dynasty that didn't even play all that well. So the Giants just
Didn't have
continue
to.
to shoot themselves in the foot over and over and over
Yeah.
again. Russell Wilson with questionable decision after questionable decision.
It's really what it came down to.
And I said it in week 1, and I will say it again. Jackson Dart at this current moment is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson, and I don't even need to see Jackson Dart play a snap of football at this point. So I mean, I'm not going to go through what I went through in week 1. I'm not going to do this again. Like, I'm just not. It's pointless. It's aimless. Everybody needs to be fired. The whole regime is done. They failed. Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in the NFL right now, and that's just an indictment on how fucking terrible and atrocious this regime has been. And the problem is the play from the remainder of the offense wasn't even all that bad. Like, the O-line had a good game. Andrew Thomas came back and was perfect in the snaps, the limited snaps that he played, which also puzzled me, because why the fuck is the guy only playing like 10 minutes into the second quarter, and then we pull him and we never put him back in? I get he's on a snap count, but why is that the snap count? Like, that's one issue. Number 2, you have a generational type receiver, and I know people say we overuse that word generational. This motherfucker could be the best receiver in the NFL. He really could. The word is properly used for Malik Neighbors, and the guy doesn't get a target till the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I don't care what the fuck you blame that on. That's bad coaching. That is that simple. That is bad
He
coaching.
was bottled.
He was.
Yeah.
Spags had a clear plan going.
You do
into that
also
game.
gotta like scheme him touches. I agree.
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Scheme touches for your guy,
Yes.
but he was. The game plan was like, do not let Malik Neighbors touch football, and they executed that.
Spags has done that historically. Like Belichick used to do that all the time too. Like just take your best guy out of the game. So I agree. Though. You have to
throw
scheme
screen,
touches. Yes.
do an end around, something to get him in a rhythm.
You just got to get him involved.
I always advocate for
Yes.
that, but
You just can't. The guy is so clearly become an off the field leader for you guys too, to where it's like he'll go to the media and he'll blame everything on himself. He obviously, just like everybody else does, hates to fucking lose, but he hates to lose more than anybody I see, except for maybe Cam Scatterbo, because Cam Scatterbo did everything he could to win. Mm-hmm. I can't wait at this point for the Jackson Dart, the time for Jackson Dart, but that probably won't come this week. That may come week 5. That's probably what I would do if I'm the Giants. Throw Russell Wilson to the Wolves against the Chargers, and then start Dart against the Saints. So I am defeated. Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
I just don't understand what Bro is doing at the end of the first half. You force a punt, you get the ball, you're damn near already in field goal range. Mm-hmm. Then you get a face mask penalty that puts you into field goal range. And granted, the kicker was banged up. He probably wouldn't have made it anyway. That's a whole other thing.
Right.
Exactly.
You run it up the middle. I'm looking at the play log right now. You run it up the middle with 1:02 left from the Kansas City 26. Devin Singletary, 3 yards. Okay, you force a timeout. 56 seconds. Russell Wilson, for whatever reason,
Bro, what was this?
throws it into the back of the end zone and throws an interception for just no reason at all. We were sitting there. You heard the words come out of my mouth. You must get points here.
Yep.
And what did they do? Not get points there. It's just, what do you do? Why are you taking an end zone shot there? And that's the problem with Russ, and this is what we said after week 1. He just don't be reading the field.
Yes.
He just be, playing football, but, he's not reading the field. He's not reading the defense. It's almost like as soon as that ball is snapped, he predetermines what he's going to do, and he's doing it no matter what. He's not reading the leverage of the corner. He decides, you know what, I like this one-on-one matchup. I'm taking a shot no matter what, and that's just
And then it turns
an
out.
inefficient way of quarterbacking,
Yep.
especially when you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs and you're in position to go into halftime with a one-score game with the lead.
With the lead. That
With
was
the
my
lead.
problem. You had to go into half there with the lead. You had to. You just had to, and they didn't, because he made a careless, dumbass mistake that you don't expect from a guy who's been playing football for 15 years in the NFL. You don't expect something like that from a guy who's played football for that long. And he does it, which is why I'm saying, I just think that at this point, Jackson Dart is just going to be a better quarterback for this offense. Now, the unfortunate side of that is Jackson Dart may reinvigorate this team to where we win some games and it saves everybody's job. And we just push this to the next year again. Mm-hmm. And maybe, just maybe, Jackson Dart is that special. He's that kind of dude. He's the one of one that changes your franchise, but that chance is so slim and it is so small. But if that's the case, then all is well. We figured it out. Everything's done, and we will move forward with Jackson Dart, and he will save the franchise. Mm-hmm. What's the likelihood of that?
I mean,
not very high.
You see what Daniel Jones is doing right now with the Colts versus what he accomplished on the Giants, and that does not give me much faith for Jackson Dart's, especially his immediate success. And Schefter was on Pat McAfee today, and they asked him, what's up with Dable, what's up with Shane, and he really, not that he didn't give a straight answer, because he can't give a straight answer for that question, but he kind of alluded to that John Mara really has no plans to, there's no real whisperings of them on the hot seat like that, which is...
There hasn't been for the past few years.
Which is insanity. What more do they have to show you? It's at the point where even if Dart is good, it's too little too late. It just so much has gone wrong, man.
Yeah.
And
he is the last...
He's the last resort. I
last.
agree. From a standpoint of John Mara and the ownership, I don't agree. I think they should be canned no matter what happens. But if Dart plays well, comes in and plays well, like they keep their jobs 100%. Which
Yep.
I mean, you're probably,
you've said it.
You're probably right. Like that is how it works. But the way I see it, if I own a team and like it's been this shit for 5 years, and then the kid comes in and plays well, he doesn't even have to win games, but he plays well and shows he could potentially be the guy. We're not. If he comes in next week or the week after, I promise, like he's not going to be Jaden Daniels or Bo Nix. We're not going to know if he's the guy.
right.
He may show some flashes to say he can be the guy. He may show some flashes where it's like he might not be the guy, but we're not going to know. But no matter if he shows flashes that he can be the guy, that's all the reason more to fucking fire these dudes. Like, oh shit.
I agree.
Oh shit, he might be the guy. Let's get the right fucking guys in the room because these guys aren't the right fucking guys.
I agree.
Like I get how the NFL works. Like he can save their jobs, but just like thinking from it, in my opinion, it's just like their jobs should be gone. Like,
Right.
So
Should have
you know
been
what I
gone.
mean?
Yes.
Like
my issue with it is if he does come in and he does play well and he's Bo Nix, for example, and the team turns around because it's just different vibes and stuff.
I'm cutting you off. Why are we even saying that though? Like that's just not. He's not Bo Nix.
it
He's not
probably-
Jaden Daniels. You guys aren't like. He's not. I love Jackson Dart. He is not coming in and flipping the season around, and that's not what you should be even like wanting. Like you.
No,
You just want
I
him
know.
to show flashes. That's it.
I do want him to just show flashes. I agree, but I'm just saying if that happens, then you just can't fire them. Like if they do go on to win like 6 games from this point forward, and Dart's the reason for them. Like
we don't even got to worry about that. It's
Yeah.
not happening.
I also
hope
just,
you're right at
I
this
don't-
point.
from the start of this game, I'll let you jump in a second,
No.
but from the start of this game, I felt like Dable was just calling the game to keep his job. Like it was a lot of just runs up the middle, dump offs,
So tight.
and all, and it's just like
He doesn't trust
Russell
Russ
Wilson just came off of it. I don't care. Like you're playing the Chiefs and all. I get that. You got to play. I want to say you got to play conservative, but you don't. Like if you're gonna beat the Chiefs, you got to get some big plays. Like Russell Wilson just came off of 500 passing yards. You got to let him take his shots down the field, and because he's gonna do it anyway, and then he's gonna do it at inerrant times. And then, the one thing about Dart is like the young guys are the only bright spot for this team. Cam Scatterbo would look like the only guy that wanted to win out there yesterday, and then Malik Neighbors too. He was on clamps, but he was passionate about the game. And then on the other side of the ball, Kayvon's been really good this season, and
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns has been
Deep
awesome
boy
this
type
season, and Dexter Lawrence seems checked out. So like it's
We
just
were
a lot of
saying
problems
that
there.
too. We were like, has Dexter Lawrence done anything
No.
at all so far this season? A
No.
single thing? Like,
And
yeah.
I don't think it's a lack of it's a talent issue because he's been one of the best defensive players in football. I think he's just checked out.
So, this is a big thing with week 3. Week 3 is the week of getting fraud checked. And that's just a fucking fact. I think the Giants' panic meter is a little bit higher than it has to be. Unpopular opinion. Look at week 1. They versed the Commanders. In my opinion, the Commanders were the clear win here. I didn't really think the Giants would come out and beat them. I don't think the Giants looked... I think they looked how I expected the Giants to look week 1.
Ass.
Right.
That's
Go to
the
week...
problem.
That is the problem. But let it marinate. Go to week 2. We see Russell Wilson's superstar performance. Unfortunately, you lost by 3 to the Cowboys. But we saw a lot there that got us excited for week 3 going to meet the Chiefs. And the only reason we had so much hope on beating the Chiefs is because the Chiefs were 0-2. But we're forgetting that...
Who's we?
I had
though?
zero hope
I'm
that we were going to win
speaking
this
in
game.
terms of, say I was a Giants fan, and the seats of a Giants fan.
I am a Giants fan. I had
Right.
zero hope of Wilson winning. I never in my mind
beating
did I
the
think
Chiefs?
so
yeah.
No,
funny.
but like Matty J did, and so did I'm sure a lot of other Giants fans.
Just Matty J and Nick.
But
Nah.
it's important to remember you're versing the Chiefs, and I know you are like a very big you'll take the Chiefs if they're down by 20 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Like the Chiefs are going to Chief, and truth be told, I know it was kind of a disgusting performance, offensively by the Giants, and defensively obviously too because they let up 22 points.
Defense didn't play bad.
Brother, it could have been worse. That's my opinion on it. 9-22, the spread could have been worse. I don't think.
I mean, you've lost all 3 of your games this season.
Now,
Like, it
all
don't
right,
get worse.
jump into the conversation. Is Jackson Dart going to come in and save your whole season? everybody take a fucking chill pill.
Yeah.
All right? Russell Wilson is still your starting quarterback. I would love to have Russell Wilson on the Jets. Let's be grateful for a second.
Shut up,
Yo.
bro.
I would.
Stop.
I would love to have Russell
Stop.
Wilson on the Jets.
Take him.
Tyrod Taylor's fucking better than
Please.
Russell Wilson at this point, bro.
Please take him, dude.
I
Miss
think
me with this
terrible.
bullshit.
Nah, I don't think it's
Take
bullshit.
him off my fucking team.
Look.
And now I see where the Steelers fans were coming from last year. They all said you could fucking have him. Usually you should listen to a fan base that watches the fucking team every single game. I was naive. I didn't. Steelers fans were perfectly okay with getting Russ the fuck up out of there because he was ass
All right.
for them down the stretch.
And Jets fans were perfectly okay with getting rid of Aaron Rodgers, and he's doing phenomenal on the Steelers. So
Phenomenal is definitely pushing
he's
it.
doing pretty
been-
good. They're winning their games.
He had one good game, but yes.
They're winning their games. You know.
Russell Wilson had one great game and then 2 of the worst games I've ever seen from a quarterback. Like,
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I guess I don't want it to backfire on me that I'm trying to give you more credit, but I think the
They
panic
don't
meters.
deserve that. They don't deserve that.
I
Pete,
think the
as
panic,
a fan.
I think I think the panic meters a little high. You versed the Chiefs. You didn't verse the
the 0-2 Chiefs.
name a fucking the shittiest team in your opinion in the league.
the Giants.
You didn't verse
Yeah,
the
but the
Giants.
Giants' schedule going forward is the
It's-
Chargers. They get the Saints, whoop-de-doo, but they'll probably lose that one too. Then what? The Eagles, Niners, Eagles.
Yep.
Oh, so if we're talking projection for the entire season, like
They're
fuck.
fucked.
Oh,
like
yeah.
shit. But when we're
It's
talking
over.
how they performed via their matchup this week, I mean, you versed the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
I thought they were terrible.
They were awful. They were awful. Situational football was garbage. The defense actually had a good game, and the offense just couldn't do anything outside of Cam Scatterboo. Like, no, it was terrible. They don't even deserve an ounce of grace. Not an ounce.
Cam Scatterboo was fun to watch, though.
He's awesome.
He was
I
fun.
love
He
Scat.
was by far and away the highlight of the game.
Bro's got hands. He can catch the ball
Yeah.
too. Like you can't ask for much more. He gives me like I don't even know. I don't want to confuse.
We
it.
haven't
like Monty
had-
vibes with like Josh Jacobs' hands. Like I don't know if that's a good.
We
yeah.
haven't had a running back carry a drive the way Scat carried the touchdown drive since 26. And he, in the Giants circle, he who shall not be named. But he was awesome, dude, and he was the only one.
Devin Singletary.
But
The other 26.
no matter what, though, you can't expect. You know, we can love Cam Scatterboo all we want. He's not going to single-handedly be able to take this team to a victorious season.
I mean, I love
That's what-
Nobody can.
No, nobody can. But I'm saying it just sucks. It's so unfortunate. Like I hate seeing such talented guys in such like shitty situations. You
Yo,
know what I mean?
bro.
Insane.
such shitty situations.
I don't
It's
know.
crazy.
Literally
Shitty
shitty.
Shitty
as he
situations
says
is
it.
crazy.
Yeah,
As he says it.
pun intended.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, if Scatterboo's the highlight of your offense, then I love Scat, but
Yeah.
pack it in. It's done.
So I don't want us to get any more emotional than we have to get, even though we're not even Giants fans. I don't want to boil up this half of the room. If there's another team that we have to be concerned about, it's definitely the Texans. Look, 0-3 to start the season. Not the CJ Stroud that we know. Not the CJ Stroud that we were expecting to bounce back this season and having a masterclass performance, at least to start off. Looking forward on their schedule, it doesn't look very easy. And I think they had all the opportunities they could have possibly had to start off strong. And Nico Collins being pretty much your number one weapon, which we just saw in the Giants game. The Chiefs proved that all you got to do is lock down your number one guy and you could pretty much beat that team. I think that's what's going to keep happening to the Texans. So, looking at the backfield too, Nick Chubb is doing what he can. Obviously, he's not in his prime Nick Chubb years. And, Woody Marks, I mean, they're giving him every single week a slightly higher percentage in snap count. Maybe he comes out, shows out, and does something. But like I was saying about Cam Scatterboo not being able to take this team to a victorious season, Woody Marks wouldn't be able to either. If somehow, like, no one player could do it. Yeah, I'm definitely my panic meter's high for the Texans, and I wish it wasn't because I have a lot of Nico Collins shares in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Granted, he did good this week fantasy football wise. The team, man, my panic meter is high. So,
I mean, it.
Fuck happened to CJ Stroud?
I was gonna
I
say
don't
it
know,
starts
dude.
with Stroud, man. He's just
yeah.
he looks just all the sharpness from his rookie year is just gone. All the decisiveness, it's just not there. And I don't know. I mean, he got a lot of excuses last year of just like sophomore slump and the offensive line struggles, but
Yeah.
And the offensive line hasn't been great this season.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, but and he has no run game. So like those two things working against you, it's hard to have success as a quarterback. But he's gotten worse year after year. Like he was much worse his second year, obviously, and he looks worse this year. And it's very concerning stuff, man.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to touch on though. We do have to look at the teams who are playing though. To be fair, week 1 they played the Rams.
Yeah.
They only
tough
let the
matchup.
Rams put up 2 touchdowns. They're not letting up a lot of points.
No, the defense
The defense is elite.
Yeah.
defense is great.
It just seems like they're having trouble putting points on the board. You know, giving up. Oh, so what was it 14-9 against the Rams week 1? So that's a tough battle. The Rams are clearly like, I don't want to get too political, but I think they could be Super Bowl contenders.
Sure.
They showed a real hell of a fight against the Eagles this week.
They should have won the game.
Yeah. So you're talking Super Bowl contender score was 9-14 in week 1. All right. Not terrible. Go to week 2, they versed the Bucks, who are incredibly underrated in my opinion this season. They lost by 1 point. 1 point against the Bucks. Losing to the Jaguars though was definitely
can't
where
lose
I
that
think
game.
the panicking started to settle in because you let the Jaguars beat you.
In a game that nobody wanted to win, by the way.
And
Yeah.
Nobody.
And you clearly have actually I was gonna say on paper the Texans have better offensive weapons, but actually I think on paper the Jaguars have the better offensive weapons. Either way though, you let the Jaguars beat you, man. I mean, I don't think any of us saw that coming, except for the Bucks. The Bucks did have the
Books
Jaguars.
did see it coming.
Yeah, they had the Jaguars favorited.
I had the Jaguars.
You had the Jaguars.
did.
Yeah.
I had the Texans as my underdog of the week though. I really thought they could pull it through, and
It was a pick 'em. Yeah, it was close.
that was
Hard
it,
to
bro.
pull it through when you're ass.
I
mean,
it definitely is.
And the scary part is, bro, somehow, some way, Trevor Lawrence might have actually played worse than CJ Stroud in this game,
Okay.
and they still couldn't win the game.
I mean, it's just like you mentioned the one score. Like you're in all these games, and just starting 0-3 is just a disaster. I mean, especially when you have the Colts who are on a terrific historical pace to start this season.
Yeah.
They're 3-0. So, and the only way the Texans get into the playoffs is if they win this week division, which they're obviously not going to do. And like I said, man, the CJ Stroud stuff is just very, very concerning.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad for CJ Stroud here. I mean, in terms of, qualifying quarterbacks on PFF, he's
Yeah.
the 6th worst in terms of grade. In
For real?
terms of big time throw percentage, he's 4th worst. Trevor Lawrence and Michael Penix are yet to have a big time throw according to PFF. CJ Stroud's had 1. And then he just is inaccurate.
Yeah.
Like he's missing
Yep.
dudes. I get it, bro. Like the offensive line, they stink. Like they're not doing him any favors. Not having too much of a run game isn't really doing him much of any favors here either. But it's dating back to last year. He kind of lost what made him special, which was his accuracy and his ability to fit it into tight windows, and he's just not doing much of that. And when you're not super sharp with a bad offensive line where you have to get the ball out quick, like you're gonna struggle. I mean, I'm worried about CJ Stroud. This is not just 3 games now. This is, 15 games we're talking about here?
Yeah, trail back to last season.
More, yeah.
Maybe even more, yeah. So it's concerning. I got a little fun thing though for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did have a great playoff game, though. That was it.
Which quarterback would you rather have based on their stats? Player A has an 8-7 record, 21 total touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Player B has a 6-9 record, 15 total touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
We want wins. Player A.
I want wins. I want touchdowns. Player A.
The touchdowns did it for me with player A. Going player A.
So player A is Anthony Richardson in his 15 career starts, and player B is CJ Stroud in his last 15 games.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that is not good company.
I have the stats before and after the infamous Caleb Williams picture, too, if you guys want those. So
Oh yes.
17 game. You know about the Caleb Williams picture where they played the Bears and beat them, and then C.J. Stroud tried to like little bro Caleb Williams.
No,
He went up to him and he was
Last
like,
year,
"Look, bro, like, listen, this is the picture. Like Caleb Williams
I know that.
wants
Yes.
no part of
yes,
it."
Yes.
But
I know that picture.
so Stroud's played 34 games in his career. The 17 games prior, 4,600 yards, 26 tugs, 5 interceptions. Really good for 17 games. That's a great season.
Yeah.
17 games since, 3,600 yards, 18 tugs, and 13 interceptions. Literally just a completely different player.
I mean, it's just wild because he really had such a promising rookie season. And then for it to just completely flip like this, I don't recall the last time that I saw one. I don't want to call him a one-year wonder yet, but like as of right now, he's a one-year wonder. Like I don't recall the last time that I've seen. You mentioned the Myles Garrett thing and how you don't recall the last time you've seen someone get wasted like that. I don't recall someone being this good their rookie season and just completely falling off a cliff. And
Bo Nix.
but like Bo in his second year,
No.
3 games in, little bit different.
No,
but,
it's very different. Yeah.
but like I don't know. I just don't know. Like this is wild. And part of this is on the Texans because they just can't build a competent team around CJ Stroud, but also just I don't know.
It's
When
also
the
just like-
opportunities are there.
Like Chris said, like the eye test, like he just doesn't look as good. He's just not making like the Texans offensive line wasn't great his rookie year either. Like he made it work and the weapons are more or less the same. The run game's not great. So again, that stuff's working against him. I get it, but even just when he has time, when he has guys open, he's just missing throws. And I think the confidence is kind of shaken too, which is really strange because he had so much of it. He had so much confidence and so much poise his rookie year, and you
All
just
the
don't.
swag.
Yeah, you just don't see that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we also did see like them have Joe Mixon last year, which changes a lot of things. I'll put it this way: the Jaguars, I think the reason for their success is they have a lot of decoys, and what I mean by that is they have BTJ on one side of the ball, then on the other side of the field they have Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
Then
not really sometimes.
hear me out. Then they have Travis Etienne, and an unpredictable Trevor Lawrence that could run the ball if he wants to. You're playing defense, and you're going, all right, there's a lot to fucking worry about here. And letting up 17 points against them, I think was, only letting up 17 points I think was pretty impressive. Now, you go to the Texans side of the ball. The Texans can't convert.
It's just
they
Nico.
can't score a point.
Yeah.
Had they had like Joe Mixon and like Chris was saying, had CJ Stroud actually slipped the ball into those tight crevices and making some big plays, it would be a different story for the Texans. So I don't know. It's a bunch of puzzle pieces that just work together and are just
Not.
falling apart now. And I think put a solid running back on the Texans and maybe some easier matchups, I think would see a different team. But
You can't fire D'Amico, right? Like you can't do
I don't
that.
think
2
that's-
straight years of making the playoffs, you get a couple playoff wins,
yeah, that's not the solution.
He's a defense guy too, and
and their defense is
elite,
balling.
so,
Like, what do you? No shot, right?
No, I don't think you fire him. I think they just gotta retool this offensive line somehow and instill some confidence back into CJ Stroud.
I
I mean,
agree.
it's
luck with
not.
that
It's never gonna be a one-man game. It's a beautiful game we love of football. Like it's always gonna be a total team effort, but it's always gonna start and end with the quarterback, and he's not doing enough to elevate this team to where they need to be.
Yeah.
So it's concerning because I don't know what they do to inject that back into him. I mean, hopefully a game is coming. Like
gotta
that's
say
really
that.
all it
That's it.
takes. So like you get a good
They
matchup
get
and
the
a
Titans.
game. Right. I mean,
They're gonna fucking lose that game.
Think the Titans beat them?
It's real ugly if you go 0-4 to the Tennessee Titans.
yeah, I mean you just can't lose.
Yeah,
Like
you couldn't lose this one realistically, but you can't lose
should
that one.
not have lost this
And
one.
Bobby Slowick being a one-year wonder kind of didn't help
So
the situation either. That was very strange too. Like he was he was in the Ben Johnson talks of this guy's guaranteed to be a head coach
Yep.
and be a great one, great offensive
Life
mind.
comes at you fast.
Yeah, I guess so. Because you mentioned like elevating talent. Like Stroud was a big reason why Nico Collins had the breakout year that he did, and obviously he was the quarterback. But it made him have his best season. He made Tank Dell a great player, which obviously he suffered some injuries and then even brought Stephon Diggs back to life. Like he was elevating talent for a while, and again he's just not. Yeah, like you said, I do think it's partly a confidence thing too, which is just strange, man.
The no Tank Dell thing seems to be a correlation too, to be honest. I feel like that's a big point of emphasis there as well, because CJ and Tank were like best friends too.
Yeah.
Like he helped. He made life so much easier on Nico too. So it's just they're fucked this season at least. I think they're fucked. Like
Oh yeah.
they are not. They're likely not winning the division. I mean, the Colts seem like they're gonna have that on lockdown.
Yeah.
They're definitely not gonna make the playoffs at this point. And yeah, I mean, good luck in the offseason, but you've done a piss poor job of building around CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud has done a piss poor job of improving. So
right. The thing is, like, you get to the offseason, the plan should be retool the offensive line, get a legit run game.
but it should have been that.
It should have been that, yes. And that's 14 games away. That is a long time, and a lot can go wrong in that time. You know what I mean? Like, you can do a lot of damage in that time, especially the Texans, who historically are just a bad organization. So, it's looking real grim out there.
Call him, bro, Michael Carter Williams.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They are giving him the MCW comp.
That's so bad.
Not necessary.
That's so bad. It might be, though.
They're putting him on sketch. Well, they're putting sketch on him, CJ Stroud, against any team above 500.
Gee.
Nah.
Wonder how
That's his
Sketch is
bestie,
feeling.
bro.
Sketch is probably devastated, dude. He
Yeah.
loves the Texans and CJ.
He does love the Texans.
But anyway, that's our real football talk for this episode. For now, we are going to get into some fantasy football. And listen, if you're 0-3, you may be panicking. If you're 1-2, you may be on the verge of panicking. And if you're 3-0 or 2-1, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. But regardless, as a fantasy football manager, no matter what your record is, you should always be on the lookout. You should always be looking at who's performing well and who's not, and analyze those situations and see what to do. So we're going to help you with that. I'm going to give you some names, and we're going to go through and see if we should buy, sell, or hold on to these fantasy football players. We're going to kick it off with some wide receivers here. Starting off with A.J. Brown, who got off to a real rough two weeks. And then, honestly, 2.5 weeks. It was looking really bad. And then the Eagles flipped the switch in that game, realized that A.J. Brown is still damn good at football, and got him the ball in spots. He got a touchdown, and he had a monster game this week. So how are you guys feeling about this A.J. Brown resurgence performance?
I'm selling it. I think that what I saw in weeks 1 and 2 is the A.J. Brown experience. The Philadelphia Eagles want to run the football. They don't want to pass the football. As we saw, they'll pass when they have to pass, but it takes being down by over 20 points at halftime and having halftime to make those adjustments for them to want to pass. I'm sure A.J. Brown will have big spike weeks like he did this week, but I don't look at this week and say this is what you're going to get from A.J. Brown every week. He's all the way back. I think after a performance like this, you try and sell him for someone else who you think is more consistent, I think.
Would you give it one more week, being that they play Tampa Bay, or would you just get off it now?
I'd get off it now.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to hold A.J. Brown. Reason being is we did expect them versus the Rams that we knew that the Eagles were going to have to throw the ball to really win this thing. And clearly they did that. They used the weapons that they haven't been having to use when they needed them. And that's what got them the win this week, them being able to throw the ball. And if they didn't have a guy like A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith on the field, it wouldn't be possible. Also, I think Game 3 really reminded them of what A.J. Brown is capable of, and I think maybe they'll use him a little bit more moving forward. We also saw Saquon getting stopped close to the goal line. Teams are catching on. Teams don't want him to score. If they're 3 yards away and they can't push it, They know that they're going to have to fucking stuff on Saquon. And the Eagles going to realize that teams are catching on to that. Pause. It's not that funny. It is pretty funny.
It made me laugh.
And they're going to wind up tossing the ball up to the receivers for touchdowns. I think moving forward, this is a hold. I wouldn't sell it just yet because I think you could wait a week or two, seeing some better numbers and then get some better value for selling. And truth is, I don't think you'll even want to sell them after a couple weeks. I think you'll be a little bit more happy than you were than weeks 1 and 2.
I feel like maybe I'm a little naive for feeling this way, but I think they learned that they should maybe pass the ball at least a little bit sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
Jalen was, I gotta give the man flowers when he deserves his flowers. God damn it, that second half was phenomenal, Jalen Hurts. I give all the respect in the world. That was a baller performance. It's almost like the Eagles remembered they have one of the best wide receiver duos in the entire NFL and started using them or something. So
Right.
I might be a little naive. I think they unlocked a little bit more of their offense, and it was a very good matchup, too. The Rams' secondary is not very good. Their corners are Witherspoon went out a couple weeks ago. I think AJ's going to be good, though. I think AJ's going to be just fine. I think he might have been dealing with a little bit of an injury early in the season, too, the first couple weeks. So I'm going to rock with AJ Brown. I'm going to hold him.
I think I agree with you. I mean, they ran the hell out of the ball last year, and he had 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns in 13 games. So we've seen AJ go on monster runs before, too, in fantasy and over multiple weeks. So I think I'm going to hold here as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I'm on the side of like, I think weeks 1 and 2 we're gonna see more of that from AJ Brown. He'll obviously he's gonna have games like
Right.
obviously we know who AJ Brown is and what he's capable of, but I think Kevin Patul is gonna go into next week and they're gonna just come out and run the ball again. If I had to make a prediction,
I don't know. I think that they realized that it's, wow, we have a really, really, really good football player on the outside. Maybe we should get him the ball 5 or 6 times a game.
Yeah.
And if you throw the ball 18, 20 times a game and you give AJ Brown 6 or 7 of those targets, I think that's more than enough for him at that point. So, but I don't know. There's no shot. It's not sustainable for a team to throw the ball 20 times a game. They'll probably up there. With how good they were, I just find it impossible to think that you go right back to what has been working in a sense. Yes, they've won football games, but then you really unlocked a different dimension of the offense when you started throwing the football with Jalen Hurts. So I guess when his number's called, he's damn good, and AJ's that dude. We know that.
Right, and
So,
throwing the ball helped Saquon in the second half, too, be able to run the ball. So
Exactly. Yeah.
gotta do some of that.
I'll just leave off with this, and then we can go on to the next player. The script moving forward for the Eagles is if they're close enough to the goal line, or need a 4th down conversion, they're going to touch push it every single time, and they're going to successfully do it.
yeah, they'll false start every time.
Yeah. If they're 3 yards, between 3 and 5 yards away from a touchdown, they're going to give Saquon the attempt at getting into the end zone. A lot of teams are picking up on that. They know that that's the play. So it's slowly not going to work. Because truth is, I mean, Saquon's not like, he's not, he's very quick and he's very strong, but he's not a guy that's going to run through like 6 people that are trying to dogpile him. You know what I mean?
he might.
He could, but I'm
might.
saying like,
Depends on the night, brother.
it's not going to work. It depends on the night. It's not going to work every single time.
Sure.
So when those 2 things aren't an option, what's the third option? Is throwing the ball. And they were reminded this week that they could do that. So I think they implemented a little bit more. I don't think it's like a immediate sell AJ Brown. Like, just hold him for another week or 2 and see what he does.
All right.
Who we got?
Next up, we've got Rome ODUNZE. This one, I'm proud of this one. I called this one in the offseason.
You
but
really did, dude.
He has scored 4 touchdowns in 3 weeks, which is probably not sustainable. But he's looked damn good. Like you said last week on the pod, Chris, the film looks awesome. Caleb was spinning it last week. He's got some good matchups coming up here. Las Vegas, then a bye, Washington, New Orleans. So how do we feel about Rome? Are we buying, selling, or holding? I'm holding this. I think he's all the way here.
I'm in complete agreement with you. I think
wouldn't
Rome
you be
is,
buying it? Isn't the segment buy, sell, or hold?
Yeah, but it's going to be so impossible to buy Rome right now.
So expensive to buy Rome right now.
but I see what you're saying.
I know. I see what you're saying. I thought the same thing right before you said it. I was like, oh, buy. But then I'm like, oh, that's going to be expensive. So hold. Hold if you have him. Buy him if you don't.
I guess, yeah.
And
I guess
can
that's
afford
fair.
to get him.
Yeah.
Because if like
really
he
the answer.
throws a name at me where it's like someone that had a down week, and I believe that guy's gonna be great, then I'm gonna say go ahead and buy him. But Rome is just at a point right now to where it's like, if you're a Rome owner, as a Rome owner, I'm not trading him for any less than another like legit number one receiver. I just don't. Because I think he's fully arrived. I think he's that dude. I think he's that guy. I was with you for much of the offseason, even though you were the king and top tier of the Rome ODUNZE fantasy club.
Traded for him.
But yeah, so I'm gonna hold. I'm holding Rome.
Yep. I pretty much already said it too. Hold Rome. Buy him if you can afford him, but I doubt you're going to be able to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm buying it. Like, I think it's legit. I think he's a locked and loaded top 10 receiver the rest of the year. And if I can add him to my team, I would like to add him to my team.
Do you think you could get Drake London for Rome done? Like, do you think you could even sell that?
Yeah,
to
and I
at this
wouldn't.
point? No, I wouldn't take. I wouldn't take Drake London for him. I'm saying if you're a Drake London owner.
100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
100,000% yes, and I wouldn't do it.
No, that's what I'm
There's
saying. Do you
people
think
that
you could get-
will.
Yeah, I think there are too.
That
'Cause of the
would
name.
have Rome and trade him for Drake London
There
right
are
now.
people-
No,
would.
that would.
Have Drake. No, that's what I'm asking. If
Yes.
you're a Drake London
Yes.
owner,
If I'm a Drake London owner, I'm trading Drake London tomorrow for Rome. Yeah.
No, I'm also saying the flip side of it, though. Like, there's people who would make the trade thinking they're buying low on Drake London who
Yeah.
have Rome.
that's
That's
what I'm
not an
getting at.
impossible trade.
I don't
No,
think
not
so
at
either.
all.
None of us would do it, but and I'm doing that that's what I'm saying. He's a buy because you could get someone on like name value, I think.
What about Neighbors?
No. I don't think the Neighbors. I think no Neighbors owner would accept that, in my personal opinion. And if I'm a Neighbors owner, I'm not accepting that.
Dude, if I'm a Neighbors owner, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the quarterback play we're literally just talking about. Are we really going to sit here and be like,
Better days ahead. You did play the Chiefs. Better days ahead, but
you could always say better days ahead, man.
you
but
could.
we know what days are happening for Rome ODUNZE, so
It's fair enough.
I mean,
Yeah.
27 targets 2 through 3 weeks. Like he's the guy in this offense. I mean,
Yeah.
granted they played the Cowboys this past week, but I don't know, man. I'm here for Rome, bro. Like I think
I agree.
the question with all the Bears pass catchers and why I feel like all of them were kind of discounted in drafts, if you will, was because we didn't know who was going to be the true one. Like
that's it. Yeah.
we know the answer. Rome is the true one. He's a locked and loaded top 10 guy the rest of the year for me.
I still think Neighbors is too, though. Like,
Yeah, he is, but he's not like a locked and loaded like top 6, 7 guy. Like Neighbors is closer to being a top 10 fantasy receiver the rest of the way than he is top 5. I'm not looking at Malik Neighbors as a top 5 fantasy receiver the rest of the way.
I'd agree. He's just not in the offense to do that.
I'd
it's not
probably
his fault.
I'd
Yeah.
probably take Neighbors over him, but like I'm thinking about it.
I agree.
It's close. I mean, we just saw in week 2 what Rome's ceiling could be, dude.
no,
Kind
yeah,
of the
for
same
sure,
as what
for sure.
Neighbors is. Like,
Yeah.
I would even take a Mecca Egbuka over Malik Neighbors right now.
okay.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Personally, yeah, I would. I don't know.
No,
You don't
Pete.
agree. You're never gonna agree.
That's horrible. That's
Nah,
just bad.
I mean, right now, Mecca Egbuka is literally doing better than Malik Neighbors.
I mean,
Literally in a better situation.
I mean, sure, better situation, yes, but nah, just no.
He's quite literally right now. He's not the. It's hard. It's too soon to say who's the better receiver, like overall in the NFL. But talking fantasy wise, I'd rather take a Mecca Egbuka.
Neighbors a million times better.
No, Neighbors is clear as day the better NFL receiver. Like, let's
Just
get that
saying.
one straight, though.
All right, but all I'm gonna say is fantasy wise, I think I would rather Mecca Egbuka right now.
All right.
Yeah.
So next up, I've got Ricky Pearsall. Ricky has had 24 targets through 3 games and 200-yard games. Yet to score a touchdown, but he's the wide receiver 15 on the year. This one is, I mean, you got 100 yards with Mac Jones. Brock Purdy will be back eventually, but so will George Kittle, so will Brandon Ayuk. I think Pearsall can comfortably carve out a role for himself by then. But that being said, I'm probably selling this just because those guys are going to come back eventually and eat into his workload. I still think he can be solid rest of the way, but also like he's going to score a touchdown. He's going to score touchdowns eventually, right? He's got to. But
I don't know. I've said that about Deontay Johnson for years.
that is
Some guys
completely
just ain't
reasonable.
meant to score.
Yeah, that's completely reasonable. But I'd sell this if you could.
Oh man, I think Dean has done a lot of damage to me and sold me on Slick Rick. Honestly, I think I'm gonna buy Ricky Pearsall. Honestly, I know there's a lot of injuries. I get it, but the Niners are cursed with injuries. I'm not sure this receiver room will ever be healthy, and I think even better days may be ahead, especially because Brock Purdy's likely to return in Week 4. So I don't think the Ricky Pearsall owners, aside from Dean Wagner, value him the way that he has played to this point in the season. So I think Ricky Pearsall's a buy as of right now.
I'm gonna sell Ricky Pearsall for the same reasons you are. I think when Kittle comes back, he eats into it. I think Juwan Jennings was out this past week as well. I just don't think it's sustainable for Ricky Pearsall to be a 8 to 10 target guy like he has been thus far. I think he's still cool. Like he'll still be a solid flex option throughout the rest of the year, but I don't know if his value will be any higher the rest of the season than it is right now. So, you know, there's guys who are struggling a little bit. Like, why not? Who's a name? I mean,
That's what I'm trying to get here. I mean, he just had a big game, but Sutton,
I'm keeping Sutton over Ricky.
keeping Sutton over Ricky.
DK.
I mean,
Taking DK, bro.
Yeah, I'll
I'd
take
probably
DK.
I'd take DK over Ricky too.
Smitty.
That's exactly what I was just.
I'd rather have Ricky.
I'd rather Ricky over Smitty. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I don't know. That's a tough one.
I'll take a running back.
Yeah, I think
I'd
I'll
probably agree with you on that
I mean, a
one.
bunch of guys who were
I'll take Trey Benson.
lower than him on this season. I mean, BTJ.
I'll shoot for the upside for BTJ.
I mean,
Yeah.
I probably would too, but
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say it's gonna take a lot to let go of BTJ, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like everybody, we paid way too much for
Terry
him.
scares me, dude.
I think.
Literally scary Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think like the off-season situation of him not practicing didn't help. I think he was bound to get off to a slow start.
Right.
So again, I think he's a good buy low guy.
Yeah.
This is a better one because a lot of these guys are just highly drafted, and I don't think I'd be comfortable trading Ricky for them or trading them for Ricky. Keenan Allen,
What about him? Buy, sell, hold.
Ricky or
Would you
Keenan.
take Ricky or Keenan?
I'll take Keenan.
Yeah,
I'm going Keenan 100%.
Yeah.
I
So my reason for let me just touch on buy, sell, or hold for Ricky Pearsall because it'll tap into Keenan. I'm selling Ricky Pearsall as well. Not to mention a lot of players are coming back. One that Chris didn't mention was George Kittle.
He did.
He did.
Oh, you did? My
And
bad.
so did
I didn't
he.
hear
So
that. I
did
didn't
I,
hear that.
yeah.
And you did? Sorry. With that being said, once these other guys come back, it's clearly going to fight into his target share. And also, I don't know, the Brock Purdy situation is like, I know it's not nothing to like panic about, but I just don't like the uncertainty at quarterback, even
Hey,
though
man,
clearly
Mac's good.
he's good, but I don't like the switching back and forth from quarterback thing. With that being said, you could sell him for a really good price right now. I mean, I quite literally was thinking about trading Jamar Chase today for Devon Achane, Ricky Pearsall, and Trey Benson. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but point being is
Might take it.
Ricky Pearsall is in there. I'm fine with starting him, if it means I'm also getting Achane and Trey
So you're
Benson.
Buying him. You'd
Well, in that
quite
case, yeah.
literally,
Literally
be
want to
buying.
buy Ricky
You would
Pearsall. Yeah.
legitimately be buying him in that situation.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could sell him for good value at the same time.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically don't hold him. Don't hold him.
Yeah, make a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, do something.
What
don't
about
hold-
JMO, last name?
That was what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm taking JMO.
I think so too.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sweating the JMO touchdown today. What the hell?
JMO has not been involved enough for me. Yeah, he had a big deep ball
two.
touchdown in week 2, but he
Yeah.
had, 3 targets in that game?
Yeah, the target
Like,
share isn't there for him right now.
I'm good on that.
Also,
Like,
you're looking at a slower start for the Lions. That's gonna clearly pick up after this
They'll
week.
ramp up.
So, I do still
it
believe in
did
JMO.
pick up last week, and then it was
A little bit.
pretty solid this week too. I don't know. He wasn't involved at all like that. I'm sure he will be, but I don't know.
I don't know. If I could sell Ricky Pearsall for JMO plus something, I'm doing it every time.
JMO plus something, yes, but in
I
a
mean-
vacuum, I'm taking Ricky. Just player
In
for
a
player,
vacuum,
I'm taking,
player for player, I'm probably taking JMO.
I'm taking
too.
Ricky.
I'm
And
with
that's
you.
why at this point in time where you could probably trade Ricky for JMO and something, like you do it in a heartbeat.
I think I'm with you. Yeah. All right, moving on to the running back position. Chris, we got your boy, and your boy too, actually. You went to bat for this guy in the offseason, Jordan Mason. This is a tough one because you've got the RB1 of a great offense, but he had a damn good week, and I don't know how sustainable this is.
Yeah.
But you got Carson Wentz at quarterback. JJ, when he was there, looked terrible for the most part. But I still think this is a run-heavy offense. He's also got some tough matchups in front of him. I mean, he gets Pittsburgh this week, then Cleveland, then a bye, then out of the bye, it's Philly, Chargers, Detroit, Baltimore. So
All right.
I think I'm going to sell for that reason. I think he's got a rough stretch of games here.
It's fair.
No, man. Jordan Mason's the truth. Let's get it straight. Jordan Mason is the absolute truth.
Okay.
So the problem is, if you have him, you hold him. If you don't have him, the price is probably a bit too much because running backs are hard to come by, especially running backs that get the majority of touches. So if you just watched what Jordan Mason did this week and he's on your team, you're probably not selling Jordan Mason unless someone's going to come and overpay for him. So I think Jordan Mason's a hold.
Yeah, he's as much of a hold as there could possibly be. You're not going to be able to trade for him, and if you have him, why the hell would you trade him? He's a demon. I mean, 7.2 yards per carry, over 100 yards, 2 tugs. Like
He does this.
he the truth, man.
Yeah.
He does
Been
this.
trying to say, like, he's
Yeah.
one of them
Yeah.
ones, bro.
No, he really is.
It's simple.
We saw what happened when the Niners when he had his opportunity to shine.
Yeah.
Good with the
And it was
Niners, yeah.
short-lived, and it was like disappointing. It's like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Like, why can't you do this for the rest of the year?
He got hurt.
Got hurt, yeah. Now, with that being said, if Aaron Jones does come back, which is not expected until week 8, I mean, I think Jordan Mason will put on a masterclass by then. So
He already did.
yeah, but like for weeks on end, I think he'll continue to do it. And I also think it's what the Vikings needed to kind of keep this offense's momentum going. I actually did think it was a disservice to have Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason split shares. That was just my opinion. I really didn't like the idea of it. I think one or the other kind of had to take over. And I was most comfortable with Jordan Mason taking most of the snaps. Obviously, you can't do that, though, because Aaron Jones was the clear RB1, looking at the beginning of the season. But that being said, I'm going to – in the eyes of the coaches, it was Aaron Jones is the RB1, and Jordan Mason's going to come in when necessary. They're going to split shares.
It was a split, yeah.
I don't think I think Jordan Mason is meant to be an RB1, not split time, and to just be bullheaded, score points, get a lot of yards, and be really valuable to a team that needs him. And that's what we're going to get from him. So I'm going to say hold, but give it like 4 weeks of him doing it. Maybe sell and try and get some like really good value out of him, just because you can.
Yeah, I think the time is. I guess the time is now for value, and then like in a few weeks, if he's this good, then you obviously hold him.
Yeah.
It depends on what you can get too. I mean, like you said, if someone will overpay for him, he's got another good matchup this week.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off. I just want to like what I mean by maybe sell him in a couple of weeks is because that's when Aaron Jones is going to be coming back. So if you get cold feet, I think he's going to have many good weeks. And if you get cold feet about Aaron Jones coming in and taking some more time from him, then sell him.
I'd buy him when Aaron Jones comes back.
Agreed.
Maybe it was a
the
split.
owner's
It was just
scared of
it was a split when he was there. Like they're gonna go back to that. Just gaslight the owner a little bit. That's part of negotiating.
If you're going to gaslight,
But-
then maybe buy. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We don't all play fantasy with our brother. We can't just be gaslighting people for trade-off.
All right, bro. some of us play with our cousins, and then try and finesse them too.
We don't got to guess. Like, we just collude.
Yeah, pretty much straight up. All right, next.
I'll take you to football practice if you give me Nico Collins.
I'll let you stay up past 11 if you give me Nico Collins. All right, next up, James Conner suffered a devastating injury this past week, which was brutal to watch. Prayers up to him. But the guy we're going to be talking about is his handcuff, Trey Benson. Wish Dean was here for this one, man, because this would have got heated.
Yeah, it would have.
So buy, sell, or hold on Trey Benson. I think if you have him, hold him. I don't even know. I don't even know if I agree there.
I'll see if I could sway your opinion one way or the other. I think that if you had Trey Benson, that means he was on your bench or you are the James Conner owner. If you're the James Conner owner, put him right in your fucking starting lineup. If you weren't the James Conner owner and he was on your bench, it's time to sell Trey Benson. Why? Because right now, everybody's going to look at this dude as, oh my God, we have an easy RB2 here. We have an easy RB1 here. There's no guarantee he's anything. Yes, he's looked good in limited work. There's no guarantee. Sell him to the highest bidder. Go get something great for someone who thinks he's a legit RB1 or an RB2. So I sell Trey Benson if you're not the James Conner owner.
I would agree there because I hate the Cardinals offense. I just don't like the Jordan Mason, the RB1 in the Vikings offense. Cool. Yeah, love that. But the RB1 of the Cardinals offense, if you can get someone to pay up on that, then yeah, I would agree.
You lost me. I agree with everything you said. What do you mean though? You love James Conner in the same offense like all pre-draft.
He's a better player than Benson. I thought he was a much better player than Benson.
I agree that he's a much better player than Benson, but I feel like that, like the logic isn't logicking there. No,
that's why I'm keeping him if I have Conner.
No, I agree, but like if you. Like James Conner was the RB1 in the Cardinals offense, and you were all for it. But
he's a better player, so he takes away some of my worry about the Cardinals offense.
I guess.
And the Cardinals offense has looked much worse than it has than I thought it would.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that reason though, like the Cardinals offense is the reason why you probably maybe want to keep him because the Cardinals have shown over the past 2 years that like Drew Petzing has shown like he wants to run that rock, like his running back's going to be on the field. He has damn near no competition, so he's going to get all the targets too. Like
Mari DiMercato.
He should be like he's going to put up points.
He should.
He's going to get like 3 to 4 targets a game. He's probably going to see a total of at least 15 touches a game. Like I think he's going to be good, but I agree his value will probably never be higher unless he's a fucking god, you know what I mean? Unless he's one of them ones, which I also agree. I'm not sure if he's one of them ones, but I think the Cardinals offense can support him being a more than viable fantasy option, you know what I'm saying?
He'll volume his
he's volume's king, I guess,
He'll volume his way at least, but
they want to run that ball. I don't think that's going to change.
No, probably not.
So, like you said, they're going to want to run the ball, and I look at Trey Benson as like James Conner's like little brother in a way. Like
didn't he tweet? Didn't Trey Benson tweet? I got you 6.
Yeah.
You know, and with that being said, I think there's like it should be. I think there's like a fire like in Trey Benson that like it's almost like this was like the script. Like this is what was supposed to happen this season, which is terrible to say. Not in the fashion of like
Dean will have you thinking that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's no fashionable way to have Trey Benson take James Conner's spot because it either means James Conner did bad or he got injured. But it's almost like this is like the storyline. I think Trey Benson's gonna come in now and do what James Conner kind of manifested for him to do, and I'm gonna say buy. I'm gonna say buy him. I'm definitely interested in buying him. If you guys have him in any of our leagues, let me know. I'll probably
You're
be
the
your
perfect
first
person
customer.
for me to trade to, but I'm not in any leagues with you.
Yeah. I say give him a shot. Just don't overpay for him is my thing. I don't think you're gonna have to pay too much for him right now.
Oh no, man.
I don't think you're gonna have to pay too much for him right now. Like you could easily make the case that we don't know what to expect for this. So, do you want this guy or no?
If he goes out and has a sick game,
I'm gonna go back on my sell. Actually, he's a hold because now thinking about it, what you said, if you aren't the James Conner owner and you have him, he was on your bench. So like,
You don't know what you're selling.
What does it hurt you and hold
Yeah.
the thing with Jordan Mason is we knew Jordan Mason was going to be good because we have eyes and can watch football and
Yes.
he's had opportunity to be good. We don't know about Trey Benson. Has shown some flashes. He looks better this year than he did last year. That's pretty apparent. Like, what if with the extended opportunity you got yourself a really strong flex play? Like, why not hold?
So I get what you're saying, but my thing is you're banking on the fact that he does turn into something in that case. I know you drafted him late, it doesn't matter as much, but if I drafted a guy late and he was on my bench and I have the opportunity to get a guy that I know is a productive starter, I'm going to do that 10 times out of 10 rather than the unknown. And yes, the upside's probably there for Trey Benson, don't get me wrong, but if I could go get like a David Montgomery plus a receiver, like a solid receiver, I'm going to go do that. Like, I'm going to go do that.
After the game Monty had tonight, you're not getting that.
I was gonna say I don't know if you can necessarily get that for Trey Benson yet. Like
I
this.
definitely think you could get Monty plus something for Trey Benson right now. And yes, I know he
But
just
you
put
trading?
on.
Monty
Yeah.
plus something that you get, it's not going to be like anything good.
Right,
Like
what are you
the
getting?
plus is going to be like whatever.
The plus
And
is
at
just
that
a
point,
filler.
like Monty and Benson is low key kind of like,
A push.
yeah, for me anyway. Right this second, I mean,
Would you do Benson
I guess you throw
for,
Trey Benson in a package with someone else
and
to get
go trade
right.
up
It
a
depends
running
on your
back? Yeah.
team. Like if
Would you do like Trey Benson for Travion Henderson straight up?
no,
No. Travion hasn't been on the field.
yeah,
Yeah.
Trey Benson's guaranteed 15 touches. I mean, depending on game script, but average of about probably 15 touches the rest of the
Yeah.
season. There's not. It's the same shit with Jordan Mason. Like, we just know Jordan Mason to be a better football player at this point. But like the opportunity's there, and it's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it depends on your team, though. You can use Trey Benson plus someone else to go get a stud. I
I
think
would
that's
definitely do that.
the way you do it. I don't think you go for Trey Benson and try and get two guys. You're not going to get guys that are even worth
agree.
putting in your lineup.
Yeah, you're
So-
probably right.
Nobody really
But-
knows what his price is. We
But
haven't seen him
and
play.
then it's like also the state of fantasy football with guys dropping like flies. You just freaking gained a guy who again is going to get 15 touches. Like you probably even if you're not starting him this week, like you keep him around. God forbid, you know what I'm saying?
What about
like
like
I think I agree.
you
Yeah.
pair
I
up
think he's
like
a
a Trey
hold.
Benson with a guy that we just mentioned and Ricky Pearsall? You take those two, you trade up. Go
if
get a
you-
really good
if
running
you feel
back.
like you have the depth, yeah. But again, like I feel like we're at the point in fantasy football where like depth is king. Like you kind of probably want to keep your depth
Yeah.
around at this point.
yeah.
All right. Next up, final running back we'll talk about is the number 6 pick in the NFL draft, ASHTON JEANTY. It's not been an ideal start for JEANTY. I mean, he was back end of the first round pick. The Raiders' offensive line has not looked as good as we would have hoped. And JEANTY just hasn't really been seeing targets through the air. He's gotten carries, but it seems like, I said it last week, he either gets 2 yards or he either loses 2 yards or he gets like 7 yards. And that hasn't come. The touchdowns haven't been there for him. The scoring opportunities haven't been there for him. And his snap count went from 86% in week 1 to 56 and 61% in the past 2 weeks, which they were losing the game. So I guess they weren't running as much. But I still think, that being said, I'm buying on JEANTY. I'm going to take the risk here. And I don't know what it'll cost you. Like, I don't know if you could do that package that you said for JEANTY. It depends on.
I was actually going to bring up JEANTY as one
Okay.
of the names that I would go for with that package.
Yeah.
I would do that for JEANTY, yes.
I would do that for JEANTY too.
What are you talking about?
Trey
Benson.
Benson and Ricky Pearsall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It depends on how the owner feels. I mean, the owner might just feel like better days are ahead, but also the owner might be 0-3 or 1-2 and has no choice but to sell off the guys who have name value on their roster. So I'm at a buy for JEANTY. I think this is a clear case of a buy low. There's still a ton of upside here. He was the number 6 pick in the draft. Better days ahead, I believe it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you 100%. I'm at a buy. Yeah.
All right.
So very simple math here: buy low, sell high. He's low right now. Buy him.
All right.
What do you say?
Facts.
All right. Next up, we're going to talk about another Raider. This is a guy who you spent a high draft pick on at a position you don't love to spend high draft picks on, usually. Brock Bowers. He had a rough game this past week. He was a little banged up before that, but it was He had 9.8 fantasy points. It was, what was the game log here for him? It was 4 for 38. So not great. In a game where Geno Smith threw for 289 yards, threw the ball 29 times, threw 3 touchdowns, none of them went to Brock. I think I agree with this one too. I think if you're the Brock Bowers owner, you're probably not too happy. You might not be sitting too pretty because you spent that premium pick on a tight end, so you didn't get wide receiver or running back depth. So you could be staring at 1-2 or 0-3 as well. So again, I think if you're somehow 3-0 or 2-1, you hold on to him, you don't sell him low. But if you got to get rid of him, if the Brock Bowers owner has to get rid of him, I think you buy low on him too.
As a Brock Bowers owner, it means a lot that you said that. Because, like, part of me is really considering trading Brock Bowers right now.
I am too.
I cannot lie. I have him in BTB. I started 1-2, and I am so considering trading off of him for, like, a Jake Ferguson and an elite, like, other piece. I don't know what that other piece is, but float offers out there to where it's just tight ends that are going to be productive, but not to the Bowers level if all hits. But he's dealing with an injury, and when you're banged up, you typically don't get better by playing every single week. So
That's definitely true.
Part of me is a little bit scared. I think if there's someone out there, again, willing to pay up for Brock Bowers, I'm definitely down. I'm going to sell.
Yeah, so with a player like him, you can pretty much always sell him for decent value, no matter majority of the situations.
Name values there, yeah.
Yeah, if your team's weak in certain areas, there's a variety of other tight ends you could really grab and do a package deal for Bowers. Just find that person that really believes in Brock Bowers and is kind of overlooking the trajectory of the season with the injuries, and I think you can get some good value out of selling him. So I'm going to go sell.
I think I'm holding. I think he's playing banged up. I think this Raiders offense goes as far as Brock Bowers takes them. They'll integrate him more as he gets healthy. Like, I don't know. I feel like you drafted him for him being a generational tight end. Like, we know he's banged up. Like, it's gonna come, I think. I don't know.
I would hope so, but I don't know. It hasn't looked anywhere close to the same version of Brock Bowers. Like, even on the field, he's not creating separation right now.
He had 5 for 103 in week 1 or 109, whatever it was.
No, 100%. But that's when he got banged up.
Yeah.
And then you look at the last 2 weeks, and it's been, 8 and 9 points. And, like, watching the games, he does not look like Brock Bowers. He looks nothing like him. And like I said, I don't trust the guy to fully get healthy as the season progresses when you're just playing more football. So, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta feel it out. If it's a good trade offer out there, I'm gonna go for it. But if it's not, then I'm just gonna hold him. There's no reason for me to trade him under his proper value.
Yeah.
So,
and the last thing to mention is it's not like they don't have any other weapons that they could throw the ball to. Clearly,
classic guy.
Our classic guy, Jacoby Myers, is always predominantly a high target, highly targeted. And we got a new guy in town, Trey Tucker, who is.
What you know about Trey, bro?
I know about 3 touchdowns,
My dog, man.
40 fantasy points. A guy that proved that you don't have to be a classic guy to put up 40 fantasy points. So I think there's other guys. Yeah.
I don't think Jacoby's ever done that.
Maybe he has. I mean, he's done a lot. You know, he's a classic guy. So, he's been around for a minute. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I wouldn't act like there's not any other targets on this offense. And I think ASHTON JEANTY, he actually verbally spoke about it, basically saying in a nutshell, hey, you guys expect people like me, meaning of my talent at my age and being a rookie, to come out and have this masterclass performance. And you got to realize this is the big leagues, and there is adjustment time. You know what I mean? There is a lot of things to warm up to. And I guess what I'm getting at is ASHTON JEANTY even has yet to come. So, Brock Bowers doesn't make the whole offense,
I mean,
sell him if you can.
He does. He definitely does.
He could, and he has, but he's not. They don't just need him to single-handedly win a game.
I think they do.
I don't think so.
I think it seems that way.
Yeah.
I think they do.
Haven't won.
Given that
since
we
he had a
won,
good
he had
game.
100 plus and was healthy, and then after that, he couldn't get open, and they lost both games. So,
Yeah. I guess I should
I
say
don't know,
I
it's
should,
not
I
like
should go.
he's-
I should go from winning games to putting points on the board.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they
It's
need
not
him-
like he's
yeah.
giving you goose eggs. Like,
9-10
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully you can live with
but
it.
that's why we say sell, because you can look at him as, hey, he's still a solid tight end.
Solid.
if-
yeah.
I don't know. If
Right.
10 points is my tight end's bad game, like, I'm
It's a good
okay.
tight
I
end.
know you're drafting him to
good
be
tight end.
great,
Right.
but, like, great games will come. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
think this is his floor.
That's why I think he's the ultimate buy, because you get a discount on him and you didn't have to spend that premium draft price on him. So if you can get a receiver that's overperforming, put him with a tight end that had a good week, a Ferguson, I was gonna say
actually,
Hunter Henry,
oh
but
my
no one's falling
god,
for that.
dude, you're reminding me. I just went against my own math. I said buy low, sell high, and I'm literally selling low if I do that.
Yep.
No, all right, I'm changing
am
my
I?
answer. We're done here. You just reminded me. Sign back. No, we're buying low here. Yeah. That
Alrighty.
was stupid. Why would I ever even think? Sully, you gotta let Chris go first. Yeah.
I'm still,
No, it's because of your speech. You got
I'm
me.
still gonna look.
got me
to
twisted.
I'm still gonna look.
You
to
can still- yeah, you can still
probably.
sell
I'm gonna
off
see what's
anything.
all. I'm gonna see what's out
No, it's
there.
a buy,
yeah.
bro. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
All right. So we're going to finish up with two quarterbacks here. First off, we've got Kyler Murray, and you guys know where I'm at with this. I've been trying to get rid of this friggin' guy in Dynasty for a long
Drop
time.
the F bomb, bro. Come on.
I don't know. I've been trying to get rid of this fucking guy
There you
for
go.
a long fucking time, and it isn't fucking working.
That
all right?
felt good.
Nobody wants to buy him.
That was a
It
three-piece.
sucks.
That was a three.
Yeah, he's just, I mean, part of it is just like, I call this the it factor of fantasy. I hate watching him. I hate having to root for him because he just plays bad football, but it just has been, I don't even know if good, not great. Like QB 14 on the year, like I'm thinking of it in a super flex standpoint. That's not terrible, but like for redraft purposes, you draft him to be your QB1. You haven't gotten that. You've gotten 18 points, 15 points, and then 14 points. The rushing just hasn't helped you. The touchdowns really haven't been there for the most part, and the passing volume has not been there. So I'd get off Kyler if you can. I don't know if you can at this point. I don't know if anyone will trade you anything worth value to trade him for. So I think just use him as a streaming option at this point, and then hope that a big game comes and then you can sell him.
So that's what I was about to say. Fuck him, drop him.
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't know, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, sell him if you can, but, like, in one quarterback leagues, like, no one's going out of their way to trade for Kyler Murray.
Yep.
Maybe you, like, have him in some type of package deal, but, like, what a waste of a pick if you drafted Kyler Murray.
100%. All right.
I don't want to. I'm not buying or selling him
So you're
because I don't
holding.
have him in any leagues. And
Well, if you did.
I can't hold him because I don't have him in any leagues, so I'm doing nothing.
you're just watching the train wreck.
I'm just watching all you guys suffer.
Watch
having
it
him.
burn
Yeah.
down.
All right. Next up,
Yo.
What?
this is the guy that if you do have Kyler, if you can put him with someone to go get this guy, I would, making him a buy. Dak Prescott. Dak's coming off not a rough week. I mean, he had 14. It's respectable. But it's the opposite of Kyler. I like watching Dak. Dak looked sharp this season. He was moving a little bit in the week past. I mean, he ran 3 times in week 2 against the Giants, but he can sling the rock. He's going to put up points. Their defense is atrocious. So the only way they're going to be in games is if Dak slings the rock. And you could probably get him at a discount because CeeDee Lamb just went down. You tell the owner, hey, he's nothing without CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
But I still think Dak's a fine quarterback option.
Yep.
I think even the commentators in the game said that he's got to go for like 5,040 touchdowns to win like any
win 5
games this
games,
season. Yeah. So I absolutely think Dak's a buy. Yeah, I agree with you.
All right.
Dak's a hold. I feel like selling him doesn't really make sense because he did have a week where he didn't put up so many points. So you can't really make the argument that he's an expensive
Right.
a guy to buy, and yeah. And if you can buy him for a decent price, go for it. But if you have him, just hold him. I'm holding him. In the leagues I have him, I have no plans on selling him. And yeah, it's a hold, bro.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think this is actually like the epitome of a hold because obviously, as everyone knows, I expected great things from Dak Prescott this year. I still think those great things will come when CeeDee Lamb returns from injury. The volume will be there for him to be great, but his value is the lowest it'll be all season for the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks while CD's out. I think you hold on to him for now. You definitely don't sell him, and I don't think you go out of your way to try and buy him right now because you're buying him and you don't know what it's going to look like without CD. So I wouldn't go out of my way to buy him right now. But I think you hold him, you check the waiver wire. If there's a quarterback with a good matchup you like next week, you consider moving Dak to the bench and seeing how it looks without CD. I think this is the epitome of hold and see how things shake out. So
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. That's everything.
That's
That's
everything.
everything.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on all of our socials. Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, you will have the pick'em and the start sits for fantasy football as we've been doing every single week. Thank you guys for all the love you've been showing. We really appreciate it. And thank you to Trace and Chase once again for giving us these dope-ass helmets. Well, we purchased them, but shout out to all the boys over there for a great event this past weekend. And shout out to Trophy Smack for this dope-ass belt that we get to have in front and center. So thank you guys again. And with that,
Ball game.